What's going on, everyone? It's Chris from 416 Coffee, and today I wanted to make a quick video that's been requested a lot, and that is 3 ways that COVID-19 has changed coffee. And kind of whatever you think about COVID, it's definitely changed the way people navigate, the way people do things. So today I want to talk about 3 ways it's affected the coffee industry. Some of these things that I'm about to mention are going to expand beyond coffee. These are going to be kind of more global or societal trends going forward, but just bear with me, you'll understand what I'm saying in just a sec. So number 1, and this one transcends coffee, is that people, because of COVID, have become more aware of supporting local businesses. So obviously COVID shut down a lot of businesses. A lot of businesses closed, they're never gonna open again. I think people became more aware that we get to vote for the type of communities, the type of businesses we wanna see in our community with our dollars. We do that when we shop places. So I think a lot of people have been more aware of saying, hey, instead of buying this product from Walmart or Amazon, let me go to my local, my local coffee shop and buy beans. Let me go to my local bakery and buy bread. People have become more aware of supporting local businesses. Now, I think that trend was already happening. I think people were already becoming more aware of, okay, if I spend my money in these kind of places, these are the kind of places that are gonna shape my community and where I live. But I think COVID just sped up that process 10x. So honestly, I think overall that's gonna be a good thing. People are gonna be more aware of where they're buying things, and that's important in general. Number 2, way more people started brewing coffee at home. Obviously, a lot of coffee shops closed down. You're not going to work anymore. People learned how to make a damn good cup of coffee at home, which is going to change the landscape for coffee shops because they're now going to be in a position where they have to provide an even more exceptional experience when they come in. Now, good news for coffee shops, most people didn't go out and invest in a $20,000 espresso machine for their home. Some people totally did, but most of them didn't. So I feel like espresso beverages are still kind of the safe place for coffee shops, because if they can do those at a high level, people are still gonna come for those kind of products because most people don't have that caliber of espresso machine at home. Now, with that being said, a lot of home espresso machines are on the come up as far as technology and quality of a product that they can produce. You can now spend a couple $1,000s and have a really impressive home setup where for just a couple drinks a day, you could get very close, if you're trained correctly, to creating kind of barista quality coffee at home. So I think we're gonna see that more and more, that home setups get better. And especially with COVID right now, I mean, you're just looking at the product. And at least in Ontario, you can't sit anywhere. You can't hang out with your friends. It's no longer a social gathering space. It's literally just a transactional space for a product. So I think that more people started brewing coffee at home. More people are going to continue to brew coffee at home, and the bar is going to be that much higher for people going out and buying coffee. Now, number 3, and this is kind of on the industry level, I think that importers and all aspects of the supply chain are going to diversify more. So when this first hit, people maybe had one go-to. A lot of coffee businesses that just sold to restaurants and cafes, kind of just commercial wholesalers, they suffered tremendously during this because restaurants closed. Like, you couldn't go to a restaurant. So they had nowhere to sell this coffee if they didn't already have their direct consumer channels established. If they weren't selling online, they didn't have a way that consumers could buy their coffee easily and effectively, or if they've never thought about their business that way, it hurt them really bad. So that's gonna change going forward. You're gonna see everyone building a coffee business, or even importers who import green beans. They're no longer gonna rely on having a couple big accounts to buy a lot of their coffee. They're gonna diversify, because if something like this happens again, the more diversified you are, the less you're gonna be affected by something like this going forward. So I just wanted to make this video because I think a lot of people don't understand the long-term impacts of COVID in general to the business landscape. I'm not really talking about anything else, just the business landscape. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens. And coffee was definitely affected, both negatively and positively. I think there's some businesses that have flourished during this time, and a lot that unfortunately have diminished. So yeah, guys, if I can offer anything, just go support your local businesses. Like, the small guys need it the most, and obviously your dollars and your purchases can make a huge difference in a small business's life. And we want to have all these cool places stay open when things go back to normal, when things start moving in the right direction again. We want to have all these places to go support. So I'd say go support your local small business. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.